This is the Washington Times front page for the first day of February, Thursday, February 1st, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. The Senate Judiciary Committee pressured social media leaders to answer for children who experience online bullying, sexual predators, and more on their platforms. Ryan Lovelace Reports Committee Chair Dick Durbin listed grievances against each company during the high-profile hearing. He said Discord was used to abuse children, Meta enabled a network of pedophiles, Snapchat's disappearing messages were used by criminals, TikTok was a platform for predators, and X has growing child sexual abuse material on its platform. The CEOs of those companies pledged to do more to protect children from online harm, including through new tools, dedicated personnel, and more spending. The heads of the FBI and Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency told lawmakers their agencies have thwarted Chinese government-linked efforts to hack critical U.S. infrastructure. Alex Miller reports FBI Director Christopher Wray and CISA Chief Jen Easterly gave the testimony to the House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party, which focused on efforts to hack into critical U.S. infrastructure such as power grids, bridges, and water supply systems. Committee Chairman Mike Gallagher said China and a community of state-backed hackers have spent 20 years planting malware into the technology that controls infrastructure with the intent of sowing mass chaos. Wray said China's cyber espionage programs to infiltrate the U.S. are not new, but too little public attention has been given to their efforts. D.C. business owners warn that rampant crime and the looming loss of Washington's hockey and basketball teams to Virginia will mean the slow death of the city's downtown. Matt Delaney reports Mayor Muriel Bowser, who has made reining in crime a top priority amid sharpened criticism from lawmakers, hasn't made a dent yet in Washington's sliding reputation for crime. Some D.C. business owners are pushing landlords to increase security because of crime issues. Plans to revitalize D.C.'s downtown weren't outlined until an announcement that the Washington Capitals and Washington Wizards are planning a move to Alexandria, Virginia. Some regional public universities are bracing for a fresh round of humanities cutbacks this year as more financially conscious students shun degree programs associated with lower-paying careers. Sean Salai reports the expected cutbacks follow belt tightenings after dwindling enrollments, state budget reductions, and fewer applicants at colleges nationwide. History, languages, arts, and literature programs have taken the biggest cuts since COVID-19 campus closures in March 2020. Higher education leaders from New York to Kansas have cited holes in their state-subsidized budgets as the main reason for eliminating programs. They're scrambling to promote business, science, math, and technology degrees that students associate with better-paying jobs. And finally, Ben Wolfgang has a recap of this year's International Religious Freedom Summit in Washington. The summit featured remarks from various international and U.S. religious and political leaders. It was sponsored by the Washington Times Foundation and the Universal Peace Federation, both of which share the same founders as the Washington Times. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcast. Just search Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.